It was a quiet afternoon in the city. The sky was gray, and the air felt cold and tired. People walked fast, looking down at their phones. No one seemed to notice anyone else. In a small street near the bus stop, there was a tiny tea shop. It was old and simple. The paint on the door was fading, and the sign above it was broken. Inside, the shop was warm and smelled of fresh tea leaves. A woman named Sarah worked there. She was in her early 30s. Every day, she made tea for strangers. She smiled, but her smile was often quiet and short. Sarah lived alone in a small room above the shop. She had moved to the city years ago for a better life. But life had not been kind. Her parents were gone, and she had no close friends nearby. Most nights, she ate alone and listened to the sounds of the street below. That afternoon, business was slow. Only one man sat at a table near the window. He was old, with gray hair and tired eyes. His coat was thin, and his hands shook slightly as he held his cup. Sarah noticed him. He had been coming to the shop for a few days now. He always ordered the same thing. 1 cup of plain tea. No sugar. No milk. He never spoke much. He just sat quietly and stared out the window. Sometimes he did not even finish his tea. Sarah brought him a fresh cup. She placed it gently on the table. "Here you go," she said softly. The man nodded but did not look up. "Thank you," he whispered. Sarah walked back to the counter. She watched him from a distance. There was something heavy about him. Something lonely. Minutes passed. The man did not touch his tea. His eyes were wet. He wiped them quickly, hoping no one would see. Sarah felt a small pain in her chest. She knew that look. She had seen it in the mirror many times. She hesitated. Then she made another cup of tea. This time, she added a little honey. Not too much. She walked back to his table. "This one is for you," she said. "No chari." The man looked up, surprised. His eyes met hers for the first time. "I didn't ask for another," he said. "I know," Sarah replied gently. "But sometimes we need something we didn't ask for." The man was quiet for a moment. Then he gave a small, weak smile. "Thank you," he said again. He took a sip. His hands stopped shaking for a moment. They sat in silence. The kind of silence that does not feel empty. It felt calm. After a while, the man spoke. "My wife used to make tea like this," he said. "With honey." Sarah listened. She did not interrupt. "She passed away last year," he continued. "Since then, the house feels too quiet. I don't like being there." Sarah nodded slowly. "That's why I come here," he said. "It's warm. And someone is here." Sarah felt her eyes sting. She understood more than he knew. "I lost my parents," she said quietly. "A long time ago." The man looked at her with gentle eyes. "I'm sorry," he said. They shared another moment of silence. Outside, the traffic noise continued. Inside, the world felt smaller and kinder. From that day on, the man came every afternoon. Sometimes they talked. Sometimes they didn't. Both were fine. Sarah learned his name was Ahmed. He had worked as a bus driver for 40 years. He loved the sound of rain. He missed his wife every single day. Ahmed learned about Sarah too. Her dreams. Her fears. Her long nights. They never called each other lonely, but they both felt less alone. One evening, Ahmed did not come. The next day, he didn't come either. Sarah felt uneasy. She looked at the empty chair near the window. On the third day, she saw him again. He walked in slowly, smiling. "I wasn't feeling well," he said. "But I missed this place." Sarah poured him a cup of tea with honey. "I'm glad you're back," she said. Ahmed looked around the small shop. "This place saved me," he said softly. Sarah shook her head. "No," she replied. "We saved each other." They sat quietly, holding their warm cups. Two strangers, once lonely, now connected by something simple. Just a cup of tea.